So one of the things that people I think about meditation when you talk about that is that we're sitting around and meditating. We don't need to be doing that, right? We could be like lying in our bed and meditating.
Yeah, like you don't have to be sitting upright in the meditative position like everybody thinks about.
Hmm.
There are some reasons to do that. Like if you're kind of like doing also breathing related meditation, if you're sitting upright, it's easier to meditate. And also, if when you're meditating, when it relaxes you, if you're lying down, you're more likely to fall asleep. So you want to prevent that. That's one of the reasons we sit straight. So there's some reasons like people sit straight when doing that. And so
Hmm.
that also, if you're sitting for a long time, 30 minutes, not moving, you don't want to be slouching because it's going to put extra pressure on certain parts. So sitting like that provides a lot of benefits, but doesn't mean that you cannot meditate. Like it has nothing to do with the posture at that moment. Like the posture helps us to keep certain things. But you can do walking meditation, you can do an eating meditation. And that's what I'm really passionate about, is turning real life activities into forms of meditations. For my
Really?
clients, I give this, yeah, like I call it mindful shitting. It's a wonderful practice. I'm serious.
Oh,
You go
okay.
to the toilet, that's a wonderful time to like practice the paying attention to the physiological changes, because there's something physiologically happening and there's a dynamic to it. So it's very easy to keep your attention to it.
Right.
You can distract if you don't take your phone with you, right?
Mm.
Nobody can distract you, nobody can ask you something. And like there's a very limited time. If you can turn it, just that, into time for developing awareness of your physiological sensations, I think it's
Mm.
wonderful. So you don't need to even, like when people say, that's another misconception about this, like I don't have time. No, you don't need time. You just need to, even if you're not doing formal civic practices, you can turn real life activities into forms of meditation.
Mm. That's
So
right. Makes
you
sense.
can do it with eating or drinking. You can do, like, you don't have to be long like the whole time. But even when I'm doing like drinking something, the first two sips, I can
Mm.
turn it into a mindfulness practice. How would I do that? I
Mm.
have sparkling water right now, but it's flavored. So I can start with activating all my senses. So I would start with smell and
Mm.
smell how it, okay, how it smells rather than automatically chugging it. And then I can look at it, you know, see the qualities, like how many bubbles and what's happening with it. And then I can taste it. Then I can pay attention to the taste. Then I can pay attention to the sensation it creates as it goes down my throat, like that. I can follow up all that sensation, which will develop, again, that awareness of what's happening in my body, awareness of what I'm actually drinking.